What a crowd! What a crowd! I tell you, I'm okay now, but last week I was in rough shape, you know? I had a little checkup with my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombots. I asked him if my heart was healthy enough for sex. He told me, not if you join in. I tell you, my wife was never nice. On our first date, I asked her if I could give her a goodnight kiss on the cheek. She bent over. My proctologist used to be a photographer. He told me to bend over and say cheese. My wife and I were happy for 20 years. Then we met. One night I came home. I figured I'll let my wife come on to me. I'll play it cool. Let her make the first move. She went to Florida. I tell you, I don't got no respect. I checked into a hotel. I asked the bellhop to handle my bag. He started to feel up my wife. I said to him, "Hey, buddy, who told you could play around with my wife?" He said, "Everybody." I'm a bad lover. Once I caught a peeping Tom booing me. My wife only has sex with me for a purpose. Last night, she used me to time an egg. It's tough to stay married. My wife kisses the dog on the lips, yet she won't drink from my glass. Last night, my wife met me at the front door. She was wearing a sexy negligee. The only trouble was she was coming home. A girl phoned me and said, "Come on over. There's nobody home." I went over. Nobody was home. I was tired one night. I went to the bar to have a few drinks. The bartender asked me, "What'll you have?" I said, "Surprise me." He showed me a naked picture of my wife. During sex, my wife always wants to talk to me. Just the other night, she called me from a hotel. My marriage is on the rocks again. Yeah, my wife just broke up with her boyfriend. One day as I came home early from work, I saw a guy jogging naked. I said to the guy, "Hey, buddy, why are you doing that for?" He said, "Because you came home early." I was making love to this girl. She started crying. I said, "Are you going to hate yourself in the morning?" She said, "No, I hate myself now." I knew a girl who was so ugly that she was known as a two-bagger. That's when you put a bag over your head in case the bag over her head breaks. If it weren't for pickpocketers, I'd have no sex life at all. I went to a massage parlor. It was self-service. I was so ugly that a hooker once told me that she had a headache. I tell you, the first time I tried marijuana, I had a wonderful experience. I actually had a wonderful sexual experience. I wish there had been someone there to enjoy it with me. You do crazy things when you're a kid, you know? I was a very green kid, very green kid. I remember the first time I had sex with a girl. I was so confused, I didn't know what to do. I dialed 555-1212. You know, my wife isn't very bright. The other day she was at the store, and just as she was heading for our car, someone stole it. I said, "Did you see the guy that stole it?" She said, "No, but I got the license plate number." I tell you, I come from a stupid family. During the Civil War, my great-grandfather fought for the West. My father was stupid. He worked at a bank, and they fired him for stealing pens. I asked my mother when I was a baby, "Why didn't you breastfeed me?" She said, "I only liked you as a friend." What a childhood I had. Why, when I took my first step, my old man tripped me. Last week I told my psychiatrist, I keep thinking about suicide. He told me from now on, I gotta pay in advance. I didn't have any money, so I called the toll-free number for suicide prevention. They put me on hold. I tell you, with my doctor, I don't got no respect. I told him I've swallowed a bottle of sleeping pills. He told me to have a few drinks and get some rest. I remember I was so depressed, I was going to jump out a window on the 10th floor. They sent a priest up to talk to me. He said, "On your mark." Some dog I got too. We call him Egypt because he leaves a pyramid in every room. With my dog, I don't got no respect. He keeps barking at the front door. He don't want to go out. He wants me to leave. Oh, what a dog I got. His favorite bone is my arm. It's not easy being me. It's not easy. Are you kidding? I don't get no respect at all. Last week I saw my psychiatrist. I told him, "Doc, I keep thinking I'm a dog." He told me to get off his couch. I worked at a pet store and people kept asking how big I'd get. My dad took me to the zoo. They thanked him for returning me. When I was a kid, nobody was nice. I was 6 years old when I found out there's no such thing as Alpo baby food. I was so ugly, my mother used to feed me with a slingshot. I asked my old man if I could go ice skating on the lake. He told me, no, it's too cold outside. Wait till it gets warmer. Oh, I tell you, I don't get no respect from anyone. Well, last week my house was on fire. My wife told the kids, be quiet, you'll wake up Daddy. I mean, I had it rough. I told my old man I'm sick and tired of running around in circles. He got mad. He nailed down my other foot. I mean, that's the story of my life. No respect. I don't get no respect at all. Are you kidding? When I was born, the doctor came out to the waiting room and said to my father, I'm very sorry. We did everything we could, but he pulled through. I mean, nobody was nice. My mother never breastfed me. She told me that she liked me as a friend. When I played in the sandbox, the cat kept covering me up. I could tell that my parents hated me. My bath toys were a toaster and a radio. I remember the last time I was kidnapped, and they sent back a piece of my finger to my father. He said he wanted more proof. My uncle's dying wish was to have me sitting on his lap. He was in the electric chair. Once when I was a kid, I was lost on the beach. I saw a policeman and told him I couldn't find my parents. He said, I don't know, kid. There are so many places they can hide. I tell you, my wife, she's a lousy cook too. She can't cook at all. I leave dental floss in the kitchen. The roaches hang themselves. I drink too much, way too much. My doctor drew blood. He ran a tab. My doctor told me to watch my drinking. Now I drink in front of a mirror. When I was a kid, I was so ugly that my father carried around the picture of the kid who came with his wallet. One year they wanted to make me a poster boy for birth control. Well, I was so ugly, every time my old man wanted sex, my mother would show him a picture of me. I went to see my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombots. Yes, I told him, Doctor, every morning when I get up and look in the mirror, I feel like throwing up. What's wrong with me? He said, I don't know, but your eyesight is perfect. I told my dentist my teeth are going yellow. He told me to wear a brown necktie. My psychiatrist told me I'm going crazy. I told him, if you don't mind, I'd like a second opinion. He said, all right, you're ugly too. When I was born, the doctor took one look at my face, turned me over and said, look, twins. And we're poor too. Why, if I wasn't born a boy, I'd have had nothing to play with. My wife, she don't go for me either. I'm not a good-looking guy. On Halloween, I open the front door. The kids give me candy. Are you kidding? I know I'm ugly. My dog found out we looked alike. He killed himself.